Hey guys, welcome back. And we're back again with another interesting topic for you. And in this video, what we are going to do, we are going to uh, integrate Redis with PHP, and we'll be using a library called Predis. So before starting, let me tell you something about Redis. So what basically Redis is, we need to know before actually starting our task. Redis is actually a fast and in-memory data structure that we use to store. Mostly, it is used for storing caching, session management, or real-time messaging. Some datas like this, and it can be easily integrated into any of your PHP projects using the Redis library. So we'll be configuring the Redis first. We need to install the Redis first and configure it, and then connect it via PHP, and then store any values over there. All right. So uh, let me give you some insights on how to install the Redis in your local machine. So as you can see, I'm using Mac OS. So for the Mac OS, the easiest way to do is using Brew. So you need to install Brew at first. Just go and check out their official website to how to install Brew. After you install Brew, you can easily install Redis using Brew install Redis and then enter. So I have already installed Redis. I don't need to do it again. If you are not a Mac user and if you are, Ubuntu or some Linux user, then you can use sudo apt install Redis server. This is how you do it in Linux or Ubuntu. And if you are Windows, there you can find a installation file, exe file that you can access, download, and easily install it in your local machine. All right. So as I already told you, I've already installed Redis in my local machine. And after installing, what I need to do is I need to actually run it. All right. So in order to start the Redis, what I will do, Redis server, and then enter. As you can see here, it says that server has been initialized, ready to accept connections. So it's running. You can also run it in background if you want, but for this video, I'm just going to run it like this. All right. Let me close this for now. Let me clear it. Now it is not running. The Redis is not running. But as I told you, we will be using, see, whenever I ran the Redis server, it created some file over here. I can delete it. It doesn't matter for me now. All right. So as I already told you, we will be using Redis library. So to use the library first, we need to install that library. We will be using Composer in order to install that library. If you don't have Composer installed, please go and check out. And if you find any problem, please let me know in the comment section. We'll come up with solution to whatever the problem you're facing. So I have Composer already installed. So I'm going to do Composer require and the library Redis and just enter it. It will go and fetch all the library files. And you can see here now. See, there is vendor folder, and inside it there is everything that we need. And it also created composer.json and composer.log file. If you see in composer.json, you can see Redis, we are using version 2.3, and this is the version that is available when I was recording this video, but it might change if you go through it after a few years or few times. All right. So now we are up to date with our library, and finally we can now start our task, right? So before starting the Redis thing, actually, let's create some HTML. Let's create some HTML, good looking web page. I will call it Redis Visualizer. We will be storing key value pairs, and we will be seeing or listing the values, and we will be able to delete it, add new values. We'll create that. So for this one, let me use Bootstrap. Okay. So I think I remember the Syrian link, syrian.jsdeliver.net/npm bootstrap 5.3.0 dist css bootstrap.main.css. That should work. Let me check it. So I can check it using text center. If it comes in center, this is fine. Yeah, this is working. Bootstrap is loaded successfully. Now I will make some HTML structure. Let's just start with a container fluid, some padding in Y direction, and followed by row justify content center. Justify content center means it will align it center horizontally. And then inside row we'll obviously have some col. Let's go with 10 col lg 8. This should look good. And inside it I'll make use of card shadow sm. Inside card, as expected, we'll go with card header. I'll give it primary busy and text white. So inside card header, let's give it as to margin bottom 0, and we'll call it Redis visualizer. Let's see how it looks. Not bad. Okay, after card header, we will have card body obviously. And inside card body, let's create a div. I don't know what class to add. I'll add it later on. And inside this div, let me create S3 with class H4 and MB3. I'll call it add key value pair. And after it, let me create a form which will have two input fields. Input type equals text. I don't need name. Or do I? Let's go with new key, class form control, placeholder. Oh no. Placeholder would be key, and it is required field. Same way, we will also have new value. Placeholder would be value, and it will also be required. Perfect. Now I need a button to submit it. Button class equals btn success, and it will say add. All right, and it will also have type equals submit. Let's see. Okay. So for the form, I'll use method as post, and card body will have margin bottom 4. I think this should be fine. Now let's make a table. So it will be inside the card body, obviously. Where is card body? Here it is. I mean, after this div, I'll create a class equals table responsive. Let me give it a class of margin button 4. Let's see. Okay, because we don't have table, we won't see any difference yet. Class equals table, table striped, table bordered. Okay, let's go with table hover. Perfect. And inside table, let's create t-head with class table primary. It will have tr and some th inside it. Key value type action. Okay, key type value action. Let's not go with type also. Let's go with key value and then action. This should be good. Now t-body. Now we will loop through the values, but currently I don't have any loops, so I'll create some static ones. So the key would be, I don't know, ABC, value would be value, and then action. So this is important. For the action, I'll have a delete action. I'll make use of form here also. So action is equals to, I don't need action because I'll be submitting in the same script. Method equals post, class equals d inline. It means display inline. And then I'll have input, type equals hidden, name equals delete ID, value equals the value of this ID. Okay, I mean the key name. So this will be hidden, but I will show button here. btn, btn danger, btn sm, to say delete, and type equals submit. This should be it. Perfect. So what next? So after the table, I don't think I need any more thing. Okay, this should be enough. Now let me go and make it even more better. Let's see how can I make it better. For the form, I think what if I use display flex, it will be even better. Perfect. So for the form, what I can do, class equals tflex. This looks good now. So we are ready with the HTML. What I can do more is add some CSS here. Body background will be, let's go with Alice Blue. Okay, not bad. Okay, let's let it be. We don't focus on much of the design thing. Actually, we are more concerned with using the Redis. So as you can see, we have already downloaded the library. We have already made the design ready. Now we need to connect to the Redis. Let's start our PHP here. And first I need to load the autoload file. So require vendor autoload.php. We have autoload.php over here, so I included it. Now I need to use Predis/client. This is the namespace. Now I need to connect to the Redis. Let's see, new client. This is how you connect to the Redis server, and you need to provide some parameters over here, starting with scheme. Scheme would be TCP. Host is your local machine, which would be 127.0.0.1. And finally the port. The default port is 6379, I guess. 6379. You can see it later on. So let me do it right now. What if I refresh it right now? Do I have something here? Did I start Redis? I don't think I started it. I need to start it. Now let me refresh it. Okay, fine. It's kind of getting the connection. Okay, should we stop now? But no, I'm not sure what's happening here. When I stopped it, it should not work, I think. See here, the port is 6379. Process ID is this one. I am not concerned with the process ID at all. I just need port 6379. That's what I'm using here. Perfect. So let me start it. Now it is. So my Redis is started now. I can connect to it. Then what I can do, let me grab all the keys that are stored currently in Redis. So keys equals $redis keys asterisk. I need every keys. Let's see if there are any keys. There should not be any right now because we have not added anything. See, there is no any key right now. what if I add some key right now? So how I can add is Redis save. Oh, set the key name. Key name is ABCL and value is 123. I can save some key value pairs like this. This is key, this is value. So let me do one thing. I will set the keys first and then grab it and show if there are some keys or not. I hope you got my point. I set the keys. The key is ABC and value is 123. Then I grabbed all the keys. Let's see what it does. So the keys is ABC. I just got the keys because I have not queried for the values here. Now let me look through it. For each keys as key. Then I can get the value. Value equals Redis get key. Then I can update it into some variable. I don't need to set it because once it's set, it will always give me something. Okay. What I can do here is key details equals blank array and then key details. I can append something to it. So the key would be dollar key and value would be dollar value. Make sense? Now I have an array with key details which has both the keys and values. Let's see. See, I have all the things over here. Key is ABC, value is 123. And this is not for only one key. If I have multiple keys also, it will work perfectly fine. Okay, this is good. Now what I can do, I can make these key values dynamic, right? So let me do it. I will have to loop through each keys. So for each key details, add key. Let me do it. Key. This is the key. So I can do dollar key. Let me copy it and change it to value. For this one, I will need to make it key. Okay, let me do it text so that I can see if it is working fine. Oh, there is some PHP error. Let me enable the error log. Error reporting all and then ini set display errors 1. This is how you show the PHP errors. What's the problem over here? Can I see some key details here? No. I think I missed something here. Oh, I'm not closed the for each loop. Now it should be fine. See, it's working perfectly fine. This was the key that I created. Perfect. If you want to set more keys, you can do it easily. Redis set, I don't know, random key, random value. Let's see. See, we have it. Okay, well, however I refresh, it doesn't matter because it just gets overwritten every time. Okay, I don't need to show this one. I can do it as type hidden. That was just to check. Now it's fine. Perfect. So now I need to add two features. One is I should be able to add new key value here and then delete the existing one. Right? So it should not be that hard now. I need to handle two cases, right? So if server request method is post, then only I will handle these situations. So if it's set, if it is delete request, Then it should be post delete key. If there is something in delete key, it means it's a delete request. So I can delete it. Redis delete the key name, and the key name is post delete key. Perfect. Then redirect it to the same file. Location would be, let's use PHP for this also. $_server PHP self, and then exit. This is for delete. Well, and now I need to handle it for add. Let's try the delete first, if it works or not. Let's try and delete this one. Okay, it's not working. What's the issue here? $_post delete key. Oh, it's not. This is fine. If it is post, then let's bar dump here. This is okay. Undefined key. Did I do some typo here? Where is the name? Delete key. It's not ID. Delete key. I think it should work now. Yeah, this is perfect. Now it should be able to delete it. Let's remove it and check it again. Delete. Yeah, it's deleted. Perfect. If I want to delete this, it will also be deleted. And now even if I refresh it, you won't see anything because I deleted everything. Now let's go and add something. If it's set post new key. Key should be set and also the value should be set. Post new value. If both are set, so new key would be new key and new value would be post new value. Now I can set it easily. Redis set the key and the value. Then I can copy the same thing, redirect it to the same page. Perfect. Let's see now. Let me add some key value pair. Perfect. New value. See, I can say Redis on. I can save anything I want. And even if I refresh, I have all those data stored in the Redis. If I want to delete, I can delete it easily. If I want to delete, I can delete it easily. See, it's that simple. So this was the, basic idea that I wanted to share with you guys. How Redis is can be integrated in PHP. You can make use of this library that is called Predis and include it in your project and store anything you want. And I already said you, this is generally used to store some session or caching or some temporary storage like that, and it is very useful, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. As you already know, I have provided a link in the video description below where you can find all the source code for this. Please subscribe us for more interesting and useful videos like this much for today. Cheers, guys.